American democracy is something all of us have grown up with and lived our lives confidently that it's secure. Confidence possibly shaken a bit this week. That's after supporters of outgoing President Donald Trump stormed the U.S. Capitol in their unwillingness to accept the results of the election. It comes on the backdrop of other big events this week. The knowledge that President Trump called Georgia's Secretary of State, pressuring him to find the votes for Trump to win that state's electoral votes. You can argue the president actually threatened the Secretary of State. Then the insistence of some Republicans to challenge the certification of the Electoral College in Congress to attempt to overturn the election. Then the surprising election repeat in Georgia this week when two Democrats won the runoffs for seats in the U.S. Senate, essentially nullifying the argument the election in Georgia was rigged. We welcome former Iowa Republican Party Chair Steve Grubbs and former Scott County Democratic Party Chair Carl Romberg for a conversation about all of that this morning. Great to see you both as always. Let's get started, Steve, with you. We spoke a few days after the election, and at the time you had an optimistic outlook for the federal government, specifically saying that you thought that lawmakers would get work done because it seemed there would be a divided government. Well, that's now not the case after the Georgia Senate results, and then, of course, the violence we saw this week. Has your opinion changed at all? What do you think about the status of American democracy today?
I think this cycle has shown that American democracy is stronger than ever, and here's why. First of all, the Congress did get their work done, and even though the president tried to veto the defense appropriations bill, it got done, and it's now law over his veto. Second, despite the president of the United States' best efforts, the most powerful person in the world, and maybe the strongest personality we've seen in the White House in our lifetimes, he could not overturn the results of this election. Every Republican judge he appointed that saw this case disagreed with him. His own vice president didn't step in line. His military wouldn't step in line. So, people can be very pessimistic. And what happened during this whole week was terrible. But you know what? Our system worked. The counterbalance of Congress and the courts protected our Constitution and our electoral system. And you know what? That's a big plus for our country.
Carl, what's your opinion about the condition of American democracy given what we've seen recently?
While I'm inclined to agree with a great deal of what Steve just said, I don't think we're at the end of this incident. I think yesterday's we're taping on Thursday, and we're one day past the incitement of rioters by the President of the United States to attack the legislative body of the United States. It's not the President's military, it's our military. It's not the President's vice president, it's our vice president. And I think the dignified thing for Donald Trump to do is to immediately resign from office before the cabinet hopefully will invoke the 25th Amendment to remove him. I think the next 13 days may be some of the most dangerous days in the history of this nation. And the prospect of Donald Trump sitting in the Oval Office with the nuclear codes is terrifying to me, and I hope to every American.
On Twitter, the president actually praised the break-in at the Capitol, a post that was later removed. Now, critics of the president point to that and that recent call to Georgia's Secretary of State as an attack on the democracy. How do you classify what the president did? You mentioned the consequences should be removal from office, but how do you classify what was done?
I don't think Donald Trump is contrite. We heard him yesterday saying the same thing, how much he loves the insurrectionists who invaded the Capitol. Those folks are now going to return. There were invasions in Washington yesterday by white supremacists and Trump loyalists. The situation is very grave, and Donald Trump had the opportunity to become a member of the club of 5 past presidents: Carter, Bush, Clinton, and Obama. And Donald Trump could have joined that club, and he's turned his back on that, and he's turned his back on our country. He needs to be removed from office immediately.
Steve, how do you classify the president's actions? Do you think there should be consequences like removal from office?
I think unlikely the 25th Amendment would be invoked, which says that the vice president can get a vote from the cabinet, and if a majority of the cabinet votes, then they can remove the president. I think that's very unlikely. I also think that Trump has conceded defeat. I think my belief is the next 13 days will go by with a few fireworks, but nothing substantial. I also believe that to the extent that social media prevents him from communicating, that you won't see his communication. Having said, I do think it's important to note that a lot of conservative organizations from the day of the election, the National Review, the Wall Street Journal, Senator Cotton, Senator Sass, these are people who disagreed with the president and weren't afraid to say it. And at the end of the day, I think that the Republicans as a whole stood up well for the party and stood up well for the Constitution. The vote on the electors was 93-7. And so you will always have a few outliers. We saw that 4 years ago when they contested President Clinton's election. You'll always have a few outliers, but overall, I feel very positive that the Republican Party stood up for the Constitution.
I want to expand on that a bit, Steve, because this week's objections by Republicans to certifying the Electoral College results came at the urging of the president, and more than 100 of them actually objected and when they cast their votes in Congress this week. Party leaders, though, did indicate that they wouldn't overturn the election, but they didn't stop those objections, and they actually largely kept quiet until recently. Where do you think this does put the Republican Party now? How much influence will Donald Trump have in the future? He's not one to stay quiet. Does the party need to move past him?
You know, what's interesting is I think 2 days ago, last Monday, President Trump probably was the front runner for the Republican nomination in 4 years if he chose to run. I think today he couldn't get the nomination if he spent $1 billion. And the reason is because a lot of Republicans who were sort of on the fence about him, even some people who really appreciated the policy decisions he made, now see him as someone who, especially when he turned on Vice President Pence, they began to see him as somebody who was out for himself. And that's tough words for a Republican to say. But the bottom line is I think the party will move with conservative leadership, but it will be a more traditional conservative leadership.
Carl, do you think the Republican Party?
I certainly hope that my colleague Steve's words do ring true. But the truth of the matter, from my point of view, is that Trump has not stopped being Trump. This is still the same guy that it's been for the past 4 years. This is the man who claimed that the Iowa caucuses were rigged against him when Ted Cruz won the Republican nomination in Iowa 4 years ago. This is the man who had both the House and the Senate and the White House going into 2017, and by 2018 had lost the House, and by 2020 has now lost the Senate. So, everybody thinks that Donald Trump doesn't want to be called a loser. He is the textbook example of a loser. I hope that the scales have been lifted from my Republican friends' eyes that this man has never been any good for the country, and that perhaps the Republican Party can begin to redeem itself from the past 4 years.
Steve Grubbs, Carl Romberg, thanks so much for your time on what's been a very solemn week in American history. Be safe, gentlemen. Now, our question of the week. How do you feel about the state of American democracy? Send your answer by email to fortherecord@whbf.com or respond to this post on Facebook at the Local 4 News WHBF TV page or on my page.